Okay. And 3. We don't even count down anymore.
I was just about to say, why do you do that?
We just edit it out anyways. What's up, everybody? Welcome back
to episode 10. Double digits, baby.
Double digits, number 10. Thank you for everyone who's been watching up until now.
Yeah.
And if you're new to the show,
welcome.
Because we got a crazy episode today. We got so much news. Jordan lost 3 legs.
I lost 2 legs. Only had 1.
I would count the other one as
a leg.
Anyways. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Oh, this is really high, dude. Look at that. We're just spiking all over the place.
Oh, man.
Anyways, sorry if we're being really loud, but it's just been fun. And we're drinking Liquid Death and just Liquid Death. Nothing else.
Yeah.
I was like, can you even see
it goes both ways.
Yeah.
Just like me.
Damn, this is
talking about the cans, the label. It's on both sides, so it doesn't matter how you turn it.
I get you. You sick.
You know what's crazy? I feel like I haven't seen you in like forever.
I know. Well, I left this weekend, and I think this is the first weekend in a while that we haven't.
You left me this weekend.
Yeah.
Everybody left me this weekend. I was home alone.
Did something happen?
Luckily, no.
Did someone try to break in, and you did all these elaborate schemes where if they broke into your room, the handle was super hot, and then
You know, now that you mention it, there's these 2 guys. Some bald guy.
I know, dude. That was super sad. What happened this weekend was I had my bachelor party.
What was supposed to happen this weekend?
Yeah. It did happen.
Oh, yeah.
Not without you.
And in a different place. Everything was just completely different.
Yeah, dude. So I went to my bachelor party. Marley went on her bachelor party, which side I was at. Bachelorette party.
Come on, they're women.
Yeah.
It's debatable.
So she left, I left, Marley left, so everyone was gone, and Jordan was here in town.
Working.
Like
a good little boy I am. And honestly, that's how I felt. Like I said, I was going to work. I was going in at 5:30 in the morning, and as I'm going to work, all half asleep and shit, I'm like, you know what? I'm out here making myself better, and those idiots are out partying and ruining their lives. So for the first time, I was the responsible one. I didn't go out to go drink. I didn't fuck my job. No, I was you know what? I can't go. They said no. And no means no.
And it's funny. People told you just call out.
Yeah.
But you're
I was no. I just got the job.
You're no.
I was I just got the job. I can't really be that guy. At least not yet, you know? You got to get comfortable with the people. You can't just be a piece of shit already. I
mean, you can. You're just a good person that you're nope, I'm going to stay here.
I figured it out, though. With this job, my issue is I start out, the first 2 days, I start off like a shitty person, and then I become a good person. And then when I try to be shitty, they're like, nah, you're just joking, huh? So they don't take me serious no more.
Damn, dude, these levels are all over the place.
You want to, test them, or you think we're good?
No, we should be good. It's just...
Then I could probably just not bring it up so close.
I think you just laugh really loud and beautifully that it just wants to capture it. That fucking got it for sure.
I didn't even do it into the mic.
Oh, dude. These mics are just too good.
We're fucked.
Thank you. I don't know who makes these mics.
ASMR.
So anyways,
Why sure.
So
sorry.
I guess I do have something about this weekend, but not this weekend. Have you ever had just one of the best, worst weeks ever?
I think I know what you mean, but I don't think I've had one though.
Okay, so I had a good week, but it was just so horrible and so bad at the same time. So good week as in I got a new job that I really wanted.
Okay.
Bad week as in I ruined a $2,500 laptop.
Oh.
And so many other little things happened too that it was just dude, I'm depressed. This is just a really bad week. And so we work off my laptop to record this and the audio, and I also have the laptop for Super Ego's podcast.
Oh yeah.
So I live off of this laptop. This laptop, well, not this laptop. So the laptop that I had, water damage, so it was bad.
Yeah,
dude, that day was just horrible.
And even it's crazy because I was telling you, and I swear, when that happened, probably 2 days, a day later, I was thinking I was editing some stuff on my computer, and I'm man, I was if I lost all the footage, that would suck. And I'm yo, if my computer crashed, like everything's gone. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm like, that's, and like literally, I'm not even joking. You know this. My external drive is named Life. Because that's my dude.
Yeah,
everything that's
legit.
on there, like, and it's because it's not just my videos. It's like important documents that I put. I was like, now I have a hard drive, so I can put it on there. But like, yeah. So I was thinking about that, and then when you text me like, bro, and then I'm like, what? You're like, dude, like I spilled water on my laptop, and I'm thinking like, all right, we'll just dry it up. But like, you're like, no, it was probably sitting in water for a while.
Yeah.
Oh man, but and then right away I was like, oh fuck no.
Dude, yeah, it was, but like I said, and that happened the exact same day. Like I was super happy. I got a new job, like, and then that just like ruined it. Like I couldn't even enjoy it.
You know what? That reminds me of a similar story. So yes, maybe I have had this, or I did have this. When I was in basic training, we didn't have phones, so they would write letters. Like for some reason, I don't know why we still have to do that, but we had to write letters. So like my mom sent me a letter one time, and I was already depressed because I was like, I just want to go home. Like I don't want to be here no more. And then like in the letter, it starts off with we had like a family dog, and when I left, she passed away. She had like a heart attack.
Aw.
And I was like, and I was so sad. And then at the end, she's like, oh, and then by the way, your best friend's having a baby, and he's gonna surprise you, but he wants you to be the Nino. So it was like, I was like sad because like my childhood dog died while I was gone. Like I was like, all right, buddy, I'll see you when I get back. And then like now I'm never gonna see him when I get back. And then they were like, oh, but you know, your best friend's having a kid. And like I've always, like when I was younger, I was like, I don't want to have kids, but I want to be a Nino.
Yeah.
Like I want to be able to like have fun with the kid, like buy it things, and then be like, and then when it started being like a little shit, like, hey, here's your thing back. Here's the your thing's broken. I don't want it no more. But like you could do that. But like, so I was all excited. I was like, oh hell yeah. But then I was like, man, but my dog's like, I was always picturing like I'm gonna go home and my dog's gonna run and I'm gonna catch him and it's gonna be like a movie. And like no.
Yeah, dude.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I guess that.
Well, and it's crazy because, like, especially on this podcast, like, everyone does see, like, us laughing and, like, all this stuff. And, like, we have bad days. And I think that's just, I mean, it's just meant to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I think I have more bad days than I have good days.
Dude, I know. It was, and I'm happy that this weekend happened because it was like a mental health restart. Yeah. Like I went out, have fun with my friends, went drinking. Except you because you wanted to be a good boy. No, but yeah. And then like I got the chance to go out and like
unwind.
Really unwind. Yeah. Dude, because like I said, that whole week I was just like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like, leave me alone.
I know. And you know what? Like we've been friends for a while now. And like, I think I've hung out with you long enough to like really understand like your emotions, and like when you say things a certain way, it's like, okay, you really mean this. But like I've never seen you mad, and I've never seen you like frustrated or anything. So like when you were texting me, you were like really short with me, and I was like, I felt like I was in trouble. I thought I did something, because I'd be like, well, what are you doing? And you're like, just got off work. I'm like, oh, okay. And then you're like, we're gonna do a podcast today night, and you're like, yeah. I'm like,
dude, I know, dude.
I'm like, what? And I'm like, are you good? Like, and then I knew. So when you told me, I was like, oh man. And like you were like that for a while. Like even after we talked, dude. Like I saw you when I went to go give you the hard drive at the mall, and like you were still just like, oh, okay, cool, here you go. I'm like, dude, like it's gonna be okay. Like, legit. He looked like he just found out like that he's gonna die in like 2 weeks. Like he was just like, there's nothing left to live for. Like,
and I know, bro.
So you made me sad.
It was such a small thing, and Marley too. Marley's like don't worry, like these things are replaceable. Like she legit thought, because I called her, I was like fucking sad, and like she legit thought like something happened to like me, something happened to like my family. Like it was like that. Like she knew like that's how depressed I sounded, and like she's like, did something happen to the dog? She thought like I ran over the dogs, like because I was like, don't hate me, because it was her laptop. I was like, don't hate me. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I never wanted this to happen. Like, and then
you made it sound really bad. You sound like you're about to divorce her. Like, you just cheated on her. Like, I never wanted for any of this to happen.
I was drunk.
It was supposed to be one time, and that's it. Like, I was like, now I see why she probably flipped out. You're making me scared. You know, I know
dude, dude. I was just so worried. Like, I'm like, she's gonna like, not like be mad. Like, oh yeah, she's gonna be mad because it's her laptop. But like, excuse me. And like, I was like, oh my gosh, like. I don't know. It was just so. It was like that's what I mean. It was just one of the best, worst weeks ever.
I get you. Yeah, like you get good news, but then you also get like the worst news at the same time. Yeah. No, yeah, I felt bad for you. I was like, oh man, like I wish there was something I could do. Like I was like, I wish I could give him my laptop. I was like, but I need it, so.
And then you had a laptop.
Oh yeah, and then so that it was the same day. So that night, so we're in our office, and like I'm editing some stuff, and then my girl's working on her laptop, and then she's like, oh, I need to do like an update. She's like, that's probably why it's been running slow. I was like, all right, do the update. So she does it. It downloads. It goes that thing, and this is for Apple, like a Mac. So it goes a black screen. The Apple comes up, and it's like loading, and it's like the update will take 29 minutes. So we're waiting like probably more than maybe like an hour. Eventually, it was just about to finish, and then a thing pops up, and it's like you didn't have enough space, so like we couldn't download it. And so we're like, oh fuck. So then she's like, and I was like, whatever, like it's fine, like just exit out, and then you could just go back to whatever you're doing. Like you don't have to do the update; it just suggests it. Shout out Liquid Death, and so then we get out of it, and we try to sign back into our computer. Every time we were signing in, it was like bringing up the load screen. Like every time we signed in, it was just going straight to like updating, and it would do the same thing. We don't have enough space. So long story short, she ended up doing something wrong, and it just fried the whole computer. Like it didn't fry it, but like it just erased. It didn't. No lie, the computer was like they don't know if it's a Mac or like a Windows. Oh, it didn't know nothing. Like
so
it had
system,
no name.
Yeah,
it was just a blinking folder with a question mark on it, and like, so yeah, that happened too. And literally, I mean, like, knock on wood, but like my laptop was the only one that was still working. So like, I was editing videos. Just knock on my dick, dude.
Knock on wood.
Nick, knock on wood. I don't know what I was trying to say. But yeah, and so that happened, and I was like, oh fuck. And so mine right now, like at that moment, mine was the only computer. So I was editing on mine. As soon as I was done, I was handing it to her so she could finish her homework. Like it was just all bad.
Yeah. So I guess I was gonna say was it Friday the 13th, but that was 2 weeks ago.
Maybe we were just getting like all the repercussions.
Yeah.
Later
we had a whole bunch of good Friday the 13th, so now it's just like. Here.
That is very true. Like every time,
in a week.
Yeah, every time Friday the 13th came around, I was like, I feel like that's a lie. Maybe Friday the 13th is like a good thing. Because like shit always happens good on Friday the 13th for me, which would make more sense because it's like, yeah, it only happens like once every so often. Like,
yeah,
it's a good thing.
Well, yeah, I hope everyone just realizes that even though we do have bad weeks, it's gonna happen. Like,
yeah,
it's gonna be hard, but thankfully we do have friends and family to like pull us out of those funks. Like. Thankfully, like, of course, I had Jordan text me, send me a nice text, like, right before my bachelor party. And then I had the guys at my bachelor party, like, also being there. Like, shout out to you guys, too. So, yeah, just, if you do feel bad, like, try to have a good support system. Like,
yeah, exactly. That's all it is like, you can have a shitty day, but, like, simple, like, text from other people. And, like, I think all I did was tell you, like, I love you. Yeah. I was like, Andy, I love you.
Yeah, and Marley too. Sorry, shout out Marley because she was
okay. But we know that's gonna happen.
I know.
But that's not fair.
She could have honestly yelled at me for like messing up her laptop.
That's like getting paid extra because you arrested someone as a cop. Like, no, that's part of your job.
Like that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. So Marley doesn't count. That's what you're supposed to do, Marley. You should tell him. Never mind. But yeah. So no, yeah, like
spilled it all over me.
Dude, like what we're getting at is like, yo, check out on your friends because maybe their computer's fried. And
yeah,
they're thinking, well, there was my life. Might as well just end it all. So like, you gotta
dude, it's crazy, man.
Let them know you're there.
Oh God,
you're like, oh, that wasn't a sign that you wanted to kiss. Oh, okay, you didn't want to kiss. Okay, cool. Anyways,
moving on.
Spiderman. We predicted the future. I'm sorry,
dude, I was about to say that.
I was thinking of what I was gonna say, but that's the things that came to my mind, and I was supposed to piece them together, but I just yelled random words.
We told you.
Yes. If you guys didn't watch, go check it out right now.
Yep.
The last episode.
We predicted the future.
Andy was talking about how they had leaked the trailer. Right away, he's like, more than likely, either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to get the actual trailer. Because they're forced to. Sure enough, the next morning, he sends me, like, I'm getting ready for work, and I get
bruh.
He sends me the trailer, and I'm like, wow. So I was like, we fucking did it. We predicted the future. And we called it out. We were like, we said it, or Andy said it. So
we're like, this comes out Wednesday. It's probably gonna come out tomorrow or yesterday.
Yeah, and it did.
Like it did.
Yeah, word for word.
It felt so good. Yeah, it's so awesome. And if you haven't seen the trailer and you're a big fan, he just saw the trailer.
I just saw it. I'm a fan. I'm I'm a fan. I'm not a big fan.
He's
an AC unit. I'm a fan. Let's put it that way. Yeah, Spider-Man's cool. Marvel comics, cartoons, fucking superheroes, dope. But like, I'm not like Andy is. So like, even when today I got here and I was like, I still haven't seen it, and he's like, you haven't? I was like, I also don't really care. Like, I'll still watch the movie. So he was like, well, you should watch it because I feel like I'm gonna spoil like the trailer for you. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll watch it. You want me to watch it? I'll watch it. So that's how I am with it. So I finally watched it, but I'm glad I did because it was good.
Yeah,
and we had a good conversation, and I want you to bring it up now because literally as soon as he finished, I was like, we got to go say everything we just said right now. So please.
So
oh my goodness,
it's just all theories. So it's just like everything that they're about to start doing with the whole multiverse and like coming up with new like superheroes. So if you haven't seen the trailer, I guess click off, go watch the trailer and come back right now to this point because I'm about to tell you about the trailer. So we officially we heard Green Goblin's voice from the original Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. We saw Dr. Octopus, which was from the second Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Mm-hmm. Speculation, but we do know Electro's coming back from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, and Sandman is supposedly coming back. So that's 4 villains. They said Lizard, and then they don't know who's the 6th one. So it's supposed to be like the Sinister Six. And
with that being all said, I only know this because he just told me. But if you watch the trailer, it's something you don't notice unless you're sitting with someone like Andy points it out. But while he's saying all those characters, he's saying that as you watch the trailer, they show like real quick little scenes that give hints of who they're gonna be. So like the what is it? Not Green Goblin.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah. You know they do like the little things, and then for Electro, obviously the lightning, and then the tornado for the Sandman, like all this stuff. So it all made sense.
Yeah.
And so that's what he's getting at. Because when you're saying, I'm like, I feel like there's some people like me.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I know.
So as you watch it, just look at those things and you'll understand. Like that's them. Like low key. Like there's also other villains.
Yeah. So what I think is hard right now, especially if you're barely starting to be a Marvel fan, it's trying to catch up to where we're at. Because if you haven't, like, I haven't even finished Loki, which is really bad, I know. But the show, yeah.
Oh man, I really wanted to watch it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm on episode like 4 out of like 6 or something, so I'm pretty close. But it's not spoiling anything. With that show, it shows that there's different versions of every person in multiverses, in the multi-universe. Mm-hmm. So that's what this movie is gonna probably do. It's gonna bring back Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and the regular and Tom Holland. So
all as their Spider-Man from their movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Is their own universe.
And then it's supposed to bring back their villains as well.
Okay.
But bring back new villains. So yeah, dude, there's just so many theories. December 17th is when the new Spider-Man No Way Home comes out. I'm gonna be there first fucking day. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be there the very first like time. Like
I'll go. I'm going. I'm telling you right now, I'm going with you for sure.
And I don't know if I told you this, but this is kind of switching to a new movie, but it has to do with movies as well. This week too, they had a CinemaCon, which was like a movie, like Comic-Con type thing.
Okay.
And they showed the first 13 minutes of Top Gun Maverick. Ooh. So mad, bro! It was in Las Vegas.
Well. It's going to come out soon then.
Yeah, November 19th.
No, I'm saying like someone probably recorded. There's going to be, you'll see it on TikTok. I'm telling you.
Dude,
there'll be the first 13 minutes posted soon.
I hope, but I don't want to watch it. I've already heard enough about it. I'll spoil it for you.
I'll watch it.
No, I already know what it's about. And like they said the new trailer also came out. So it was 13 minutes plus the new trailer. And I guess the new trailer, I'm calling it now. We're supposed to get it this week. And I think it's going to come out in the Shang-Chi movie.
Oh yeah,
some Marvel movie,
some made up Marvel movie, made up character. I don't know. 2021 new character.
2021. Yeah, so it's supposed to come out then. So I'm just waiting for it, bro. I've watched the old there's 2 trailers for that movie. I watched the old ones like 400 times. Like those million views are probably mine. Dude, but yeah,
you're the first million.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I can't wait. Those are just movie news and I guess current events because all this just happened this week.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, like we called it.
I got something for you too in entertainment. Donda, Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
Finally dropped Donda. So for all you guys, Kanye West had locked him, like pretty much paid to live at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that's where he was doing like these, like he would have concerts. And it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was 3. And each one was like different, like it wasn't the full album. So they were doing like a listening party, but they were breaking it up into 3 events, and each event was something different. I didn't watch the other 2. I just watched the last one because like I was getting real invested, especially me and my little brother were talking about it, and he's like, when they gonna drop Donda? At the same time, Drake just said today he's releasing his new album on Friday, and I'm excited about that. But anyways, but like going back to the Donda, but like, so I watched the thing, and they had like a whole like a live concert for like his listening party. Like I said, it only previewed like 6 songs, but it was really good, and like I got super hyped for it. Sure enough, he released it this past Sunday. I listened to it already, and from what I heard, and actually I don't know if you've seen, but on Instagram I follow Kanye, and on Instagram he posted that Universal I guess released his album before he said that it was okay to. So it wasn't a finished album. So, and I listened to it fully.
Oh,
so
wow.
the first song is like an intro, and it's like the same intro that they showed. Yeah, and it's like Donda, Donda. Now, if you go to it, that's not available no more. If you go to play it, it'll say like not available in your country. It's blacked out. You can check it right now, I promise. So that was like something that like kind of fishy happened. Also, every song I listened to sounded like it was just a preview of what was to come. So I was talking to my brother, and I kind of think, oh, shit.
You fucking liar.
I'm not even, oh, man. You just called me out. But,
that's, well.
So, they must have changed the thing, because it just said Donda.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
so it might,
okay.
So that's the thing is, so like.
They're just updating it like as they go.
Exactly. And so what I was telling my brother is maybe they released like something they like uploaded like as like the track list, and then just set the songs. That way when it was the final version, they knew which songs went to what.
Is it?
Oh, it's like 23.
Oh, okay.
How many?
27.
27 songs, yeah.
Dude, I was like, because I saw it and I'm like.
But that's what I'm saying. So when I don't know, maybe they updated it, but when I listened to it, every song was quick. Like I finished the whole album in probably an hour.
Damn.
Maybe even less. Like next thing you knew, it was like repeating itself. So when it came out with like Universal released it too soon, I was like, oh, so maybe I kind of got like the leaked version that wasn't ready.
So yeah, the whole album takes an hour and 49 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, I finished it way before that.
Okay.
Because it was within like the first 30 minutes I got to work. I put it in right away. Because my brother texted me that morning. And so yeah, so that was another update, like new thing that came up. But I thought that was cool because I wasn't really following it at first, and then like I got an update on Apple Music. They did like a live viewing of like his last. I guess it was the final listening party for like the rest of the album, and I watched, and it was dope. Like they built like this dirt pile, and on top of it was his old home from Chicago that he was like raised in and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like exactly like it, like color, even like places where like paint was worn out. Like it was exactly like the house he lived in. So, and it was just a bunch of like him coming out the front door. And like everyone, like the baby came out, but everyone was like dressed up. Like you couldn't tell who was who. Only like 2 people, like Marilyn Manson was there. Like so many weird things that were like why is that truck there? And why is Marilyn Manson there? And why is there a cross on top of his house? And why is he walking to the backyard where there's no lighting at all? Like so many random things. And I thought it was super cool.
Did you see that on TikTok? Of course, TikTok always, right?
Of course.
That
TikTok should just sponsor
it was like
podcasts.
a devil ritual, like a devil something.
I sent it to you.
Oh, did you? Okay,
you sent it to me, but it's the one where it was like showing like a regular video, and then it glitches to like a ritual where there's like a fire, and they're like there's like a fucking tub
like
of water.
It says Kanye West was also like flying in the air.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, okay.
I saw a different one.
Okay, maybe we didn't send it then. Yeah, but I guess like of course TikTok, anything is fake, but I guess like they're like if you were there at these events, your soul got taken like by Kanye West, and like he was flying up in the air, and then they showed like it was like pictures, and like I was like
no, I know what they're talking about. They're so in the very beginning, like when it first started the stream, it wasn't nothing was happening. It was just showing the house, and then like 30 minutes went by, and then like you just saw lights flashing, and then on the screen it was just popping pictures, and then and then like they were saying subliminal messages, but it'd be like picture of Kanye when he was little, him and his mom, him and like him and the kids, and then it'd be like a picture of like the car crash, and then it'd go to something else, and then like as the chant, because like the whole beginning was just like Donda, Donda, and it was just like saying that over and over, like different, like higher and lower and louder and faster and slower, and then at one point it was a person. It was like I think it was like one of the kids, and it was like flashing their head, and then it started flashing, and then it was like flashing just like bird, like a dove. So then people were posting about that and being like, oh, like you guys were being what's the word? Hypnotized or whatever, like at this time. And I'm like, I'm watching that video, and I watched it live when it happened, and I'm like, I'm good. Like I'm telling you right now, like I'm good.
I mean, you have been acting kind of strange.
But yeah, so like, but like, and that's the thing too, is like, that's what makes me think like maybe I'm the crazy one, because everyone is like, oh yeah, like that was like super like religious and like super like devil worshipping. But like when the whole time I was watching it, I was just like, man, when the fuck's Kanye gonna come out? Like I didn't think anything like, I'm like, I'm getting possessed right now. Like I was just like, man, I told my brother, I was like, let me know when Kanye comes out the front.
Call me.
Yeah, like
hey, he's just like,
yeah. I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, so like it was nothing like that. Like it was Kanye being Kanye.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you guys have to listen to it. Like there's some of his songs I didn't know until my brother pointed out, but like they're snippets from like fucking made up songs on YouTube. Some like
really
flubber glub or some shit. Like no, I'm telling you, you guys,
weird.
if you guys listen, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Okay,
but well, that was another big thing for me.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye West is already like a really creatively crazy dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's got some really crazy thoughts. So I can't imagine what his album. I listened to like, I think it was like one song. I was like, okay, this is pretty sick. But I haven't listened to the whole album, so I can't really comment on it.
Yeah, and also like from what I listened to the first time it came out compared to now, because it looks different than when it came out on mine. So maybe it's the full album, but I didn't like it. Like there was like cool beats, but like I said, it would be like a beat, and then it'd be like maybe like a couple seconds of like someone actually rapping, and then just be the rest beat.
Huh.
So I was like, there's not really much to it, and like
maybe they did just release like the raw version
on top of like the hype, and like he's gonna release it today, no, he's gonna release it tomorrow, no, he's gonna release it next week. Like when it finally came out and I listened to it, I was like, I could have waited, or I could have waited longer, or like it wasn't that big of a deal. Like now I'm just excited for Drake's album, and obviously Drake's is gonna blow Kanye out the water.
Yeah.
So. And I'm sorry guys, you guys are probably like, no, you're fucking wrong, but this is my opinion, and it's probably right, because I'm like right like 2% of the time.
Well, I still don't get. Do you get that beef? I mean, you don't have to tell me because like the camera's about to shut off, but because they're beefing, and Kanye West is like put up like Drake's address from Canada and like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know some of it, but we'll get to that.
Was that okay? Yeah, we'll get that to right after. Because is it long? Beep.
No, not really. It's not that long, but it's probably gonna run out by the time I tell you.
Oh, tell me. Okay. I can't wait till next segment.
I gotta take a piss anyways.
No, tell me.
No.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll be right back then. We're gonna find out why Kanye West hates Drake. Thank you.
That was good.
Cool.
Bitch clap.
Okay.
That's my new T-shirt. Bitch clap.
So I need to know, Jordan.
Okay.
Tell me what Kanye and Drake are fighting about.
Okay. So it's been like a thing for a while. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say Drake had said a verse and in a way talked about like Kim.
Oh.
Yeah. So then that, I want to say is what started. I could be wrong. This is just what I think and what I've heard. And so that's what kind of started that. On top of that, in one of his recent album, I'm trying to find the verse right now, but and it's also fan speculation. What's the word? Like this is what they think it means. So like in one of his songs, he like talks about like he's giving directions. He says, it's the.
I just have to go like around the corner. Or
No. It's with what is it? Sicko mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So he talks about something about like, and it's supposed to be like the directions to.
Yeah. So in the thing he says like made of right, and then cut the lights and all this stuff. And so in that, what he's explaining is supposedly from his house. I guess he lives in the same neighborhood as like Kim did. So like from his house, those are like like you can pull up a map and it's the directions from his house, like the way he explains it in the song.
To Kim's house.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so that all started. So like it was all that stuff. And then from what I heard, it was like, and then like in the new album, Kanye kind of beefs on him too. Like, I don't know. But like, I think it's just Drake. Like he was just like kind of filling the line and was like, oh, like, and then I hooked up with Kim or some shit, you know? And then it just sounded good, and then Kanye took it like in a bad way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what kind of started it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So it's not like Kanye or Drake shot like Kanye's like brother or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we go. So my bad. This was the line. It said, "I crept down the block, made a right, cut the lights, paid the price," and so. And Drew, and yeah, and so like if you, and then I guess they showed a map from his house to hers, and those were, yeah, it was like stuff like that. So
I guess if you really overthink it, but I guess I don't know. No one's like made a rap song about my wife like that, so I guess I'm like, but I guess I don't know if it's people being like, "Hey, bro, like, do you hear what Drake said about your wife?" And like, what? He's like, he said, "Cut the light, take a ride." He's just like,
have the directions to their house.
Yeah, he's like, I don't get it. He's like, well, her house is like, you cut the light and you take a right. So like, and he's just like, motherfucker. Like, so I guess, but yeah, I mean, I hope he wasn't talking about Kim, and I hope it was just a coincidence.
I kind of hope he was. It'd be cool if like him and if Drake and Kim hooked up or like got together for a while.
But has Kanye and Drake ever made a song? No, right?
Yeah, they have. They've made a few songs.
Really? Okay.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I mean that happens all the time though. Like,
yeah.
Drake had beef with
Chris Brown.
Oh, okay, and Meek Mill.
Oh, Meek Mill. Yeah. And they made a song. Yeah.
Literally, they made what is it? They made
Bad.
Oh, that's another one too. They made a few. They made like 2 songs I think together.
Oh.
But yeah, and like one of their songs came out, and then they beefed like the following week. And I remember like. Didn't they just make a song? Like, I was like, were they cool then? Or like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how the rap world works. Like, do they make a verse and they make a verse in different cities and they send them to someone and they edit them together? Or are they like in the studio together?
Do you think it's like planned beef? Like, do you think one day me and you are going to get like in a fight and then we're going to be like, you know what, we're done. And then we're going to go like on Instagram and like say no more. And then we're going to like beef and then.
For like publicity?
Yeah.
I don't think we're at that point where we have publicity at all. So I don't like they're gonna be like, oh, so I guess we're not friends no more.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all that's gonna happen.
Like, looks like I'm available all week now.
With them, I think I don't know, because I mean, rap beef nowadays is nothing compared to what it used to be.
Oh no,
and I'm not saying like no, I wasn't fucking born around that time. It's just from what I've heard and like all the shit they talk about, all the documentaries they've made. I think I know some stuff. But rap beef was different. Like they would just go and actually just shoot the person instead of just rap about it and like go back and forth.
True.
So like I don't know, but I think it can be planned because it easily helps both their image. I mean, it only makes sense now. Like now they're bringing out the fact, you know, like that maybe he did hook up with Kim right around the time that Kanye drops his album, and now this Friday Drake's gonna drop his. Like it's just more to add, like more fuel to add to the fire.
Yeah, and I read that Drake was planning to release his album like around the same time, right? For that,
yeah, they had been talking about that. Yeah,
so
and also fans were like, I bet like either Drake's gonna drop his and then Kanye's gonna drop it right away, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like they were like it's gonna happen. Like that's just kind of how things are going. But I mean, and even now, like I'm like Drake's probably gonna win like as far as like best album because. But then again, I don't know. Like a lot of songs I like, people think they're trash. So I don't know if I'm good or not.
So are we gonna speculate? Are we gonna So you're saying Drake?
I'm saying Drake.
I'm going to say Drake too because I'm a bigger Drake fan than a Kanye fan. So Drake, I guess we'll see if he releases his album this Friday, then we'll see in 3 weeks who has the better numbers.
Yeah. But also like, I mean, like I said, like Kanye's at the point now where like we want the old Kanye back.
I miss the old Kanye.
Yeah. Straight from the gold Kanye. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, and now he's at the point where he doesn't curse no more. It's all about like his like God and like the gospel and all that stuff, which is cool, but like it's not working for him. And like, and it's one of those things where like, you're Kanye, but like now you're just like artistically known and like clothing and stuff. But like as far as like artists, like bro, like we're fine without your music. And like Drake isn't like taking no crazy path. So he's like, I'm still the guy that drinks fucking lean and smokes whatever and. You know, parties with all the girls and curses and all this stuff. And
he's out like a light.
Yeah, he's out like a light. Like he lives his life like that. So like his album's gonna be lit, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, it's true.
So fight me, dog.
It's not Kanye anymore. It's not Kanye anymore. He officially tried to change his name to Ye.
Ye. But not even like Y-A-Y. Y-E.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that song?
No.
What does he say? He's like, or you better not reply. If you reply with a H-E-Y, you better be like, hey. You never seen it?
No.
It's on this new album. Oh, you guys. Dude, I heard it. It's Kanye,
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's funny. Kanye West, man. What a man.
Classic Kanye.
Classic Kanye.
That's all we say nowadays. Classic Kanye.
Yeah, we just hung out with him all the time back in the day.
Classic Kanye.
Classic Kanye. So I guess in the world of weird, I saw this and I was like, what the heck is gonna happen? Tesla robots.
Oh, yeah. I saw you put that in the notes, and I was like, what does that mean? But I like that. I like when you just put words like that, and I'm like, I can't wait to hear what this is all about.
Exactly, and I do it for that reason, because I don't want you to know.
So Tesla is making robots as in AI robots?
AI robots.
Like the movie, like iRobot?
Like Will Smith warned us, like, I don't trust robots. Like,
I never did either. I don't even trust my TV when it tells, like, I don't even trust my phone when it tells me battery's low. I was like, no, you're not. That shit lasting for like another 5 hours.
Liar.
Fucking robot.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, Elon Musk said that he's building these AI robots. But I guess I don't know if I read correctly. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. They can only move like 5 miles per hour, which is like a regular walking speed of a person.
Really?
Yeah.
We walk at 5 miles per hour?
I think even less, right?
Well, I guess, yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Never mind, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because when you're like,
I always wondered that.
when you're like, leave your foot off the gas, like it's like barely going in. You're barely trying to catch up. You're like, it's only like 6 miles per hour.
Oh, like I always wondered, like, what is the fastest person? Like, what's their, like their time? And, like, if I'm driving at that speed, like, is it fast in the car? Like, I've always wondered that.
Well,
or especially, like, my own speed.
Isn't Usain Bolt like the fastest and it was only like 18 miles per hour?
Yeah, and that's like maybe coasting, right? You're not even pressing the gas. No, yeah,
no. Yeah.
18's like, yeah, you're up there. You gotta go. Yeah, okay.
So 5 miles per hour, and they can only lift up to 25 pounds.
So it sounds about like a 5-year-old.
Exactly.
They made 5-year-old robot babies.
So, which
that's so
I
scary,
feel like
though.
I feel like they said that for the reason that like those robots and iRobot are like super human. Like they were jumping. They were running,
they don't want us
like,
to think like that's what they made.
Yeah, like they're gonna like take over the world. But I guess what his plan is with these robots is to send them to Mars, send like a big group of them to Mars and start building buildings and colonizing over there for us. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, but I guess, yeah, sooner or later.
Because only they would be able to withstand.
Exactly.
Like, they're like, we don't need no spacesuit. Like, we're just good like
yeah,
this.
they're just going to go and work out there.
Dude, oh, man. But, like, stuff like that scares me because it then opens up more possibilities. Like, yeah, like, you know, and he could be like an evil villain that's, like, trying to, like, trick us to us being like, honestly, yeah, go ahead, build them. Like, we want robots. Or he could be like the nice one, but then you can like then you got other people that like I want to make a bad robot. Like I want a robot that like can steal money and not like die or not get caught or you know like just crazy shit. And it turns into bad stuff. Like that's how Batman and fucking Spiderman and Captain America are all born.
Yeah, exactly.
That's when superheroes are born.
Well, yeah.
I just thought of something. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if someone were to buy one of these robots, like, is there going to be a safe measure to be like, okay, you're not going to be able to tamper with them? Like if I buy one,
main thing,
right? Like if I buy one and I'm like an evil genius and I'm like hacking into it, I'm like, okay, I want you to go kill this person because you have the 25 pounds is a lot. You can pick up a weight and just drop it on their head and that's it.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like, can you program these or is there going to be safe measures to be like, we're the only people that can control them?
Yeah. It's like taking like what is it? Is it the governor or what's it called? Like when your car only goes like a certain speed limit.
Oh, the regulator?
The regulator, yeah. And like you take that off just so you can go faster. Like, yeah, like you take that fucking regulator off on the robot and now you can just fucking like lift
do whatever
100 pounds. And
yeah, exactly. Because it is a robot. I'm pretty sure it's able to do this.
Yeah, we could probably just do an update like you do on our phones. Like, yeah, like like I said, it sounds like a great idea as far as like cool, now we can use them to help us with stuff like this around the house.
Building.
Or help us like, or build shit faster, stuff like that. But there's also a negative side to it, and I think that's, like, scary, though. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, we only think that it's going to be bad because that's what we see in movies.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what all it is, like, robots end up turning bad eventually, or people program them to do bad things. So that's, like, and then you can't do nothing. And they're, like, the fucking strongest thing in the world, so we can't, then they end up taking over us. But, like, I don't know. Like, that's just what we see in movies. Maybe it wasn't like that. Maybe it's just, like, just fucking throw water on and they fucking surge out and then they turn off. Like, it's that simple.
I guess I have a good example. Humans are pretty fucking bad because we're always looking for more and more. So if we have these robots and their AI, artificial intelligence, that they're learning, just look at like Shamu and stuff. Like we kept these like orcas in captivity and we were taking care of them and we were treating them right.
Taking care of them.
Yeah, exactly. Treating them right, but they still turned on the humans.
Yeah.
Like, like what are the chances that a robot doesn't get smart enough to the point where they're like, why the fuck am I listening to this person?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like
at some point they're going to be like, I'm way stronger than you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need you to tell me what to do anymore.
Yeah, like there's already evidence of humans taking advantage of that and the thing we created going against us. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So, dude, I just thought that's why I just put Tesla robot, because Will Smith warned us a long time ago not to do this.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're still doing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, Elon Musk is also trying to put a chip in our head and be like, you can have a computer in your head. And it's just like, and
that's the thing though, is like, I'm like, no lie. If Elon Musk came out, let's say next year, he came out with like, okay, there's this pill you take. As soon as you take it and like your acid build like takes away the pill part of it, then like a chip will go and it'll like fucking attach to like your brain somehow, and then like you can just update yourself. Like if you this week you want to be able to like run fast, you can just put in an update, boom, and then you can do that. I'd do it. I'd be down. Like I know it's like, well, you're like an idiot, but like I don't fucking care. Like I could do this fucking pill and have this like crazy energy where I could just be like, today I'm gonna be able to lift 1,000 pounds and like
this is how superheroes are made. Like,
yeah, exactly. I could be like, well, I just want to program myself to be a superhero for the rest of my life, and I'll just do it. Like, yeah I'll do it. I don't know why you wouldn't want to do it.
Would you volunteer?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, and I know a lot of you listening, and even you might not believe me, but like a good percentage of the reason why I joined the army or like why I went to the military was because when I watched Captain America, and when in the first one when he joins and he's all scrawny, because that's how I looked. I looked like real skinny when I was sick. Like I've made this joke plenty of times. If you listen to my podcast, you've heard it as on the pod. But
every damn episode.
But yeah, dude, like I was in high school, people would make fun of me, call me like a Holocaust survivor because the way I was like so skinny. And I'm like, I say no, like nonchalant because like that's just how it was to me. Like I was like, okay, whatever. But anyways, so like it like resonated with me. I saw this skinny, scrawny kid just like me go to the military, and then like he's like a super badass. They throw like a fake grenade, he jumps on it. So like, all right, this kid's got guts. So then they're like, let's put him in the secret. Like, let's give him Captain America. But I mean, obviously it was like he had to sign a waiver and all that stuff. So I was like, maybe like if I join, if I'm at basic training and they throw a grenade, maybe I should jump on it. But then we did like the grenade range, and I was like, I probably shouldn't jump on those ones because those are definitely not, dude. Like, I was like,
those aren't dummies.
I was like, imagine someone trying to like Captain America and just fucking jump on it. Boom, like, oh, hey, they're like, that's how the movie should have played. Like some idiot jumped on it, and we're all like, oh, that's the superhero, and they're like, that guy's a fucking idiot. He just killed himself now. Like technically it's a fake grenade, but he just killed himself,
dude.
And that's not our Captain America,
dude. Yeah, like. Ooh, so we finally got the low battery.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I guess you would volunteer. So that you got guts because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna die, especially if they're gonna experiment on things like that.
Yeah, it's not guts. I'm just like really interested. Like if I could like survive, like if I could do it and then survive a couple months and like be able to tell my experience, I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah,
my podcast would blow up.
Would blow up
for a few months.
The first Bionic Man.
So what's up, guys? It's first Bionic Man here. I'm just like lifting like a tire, like a car tire, like throwing it. Anyways, but yeah, no, that I definitely do it. I'm a whore.
Yeah, so I guess that's another question of the day. Do you think we should have robots?
Yes. Oh, you're asking? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for anybody, you too. Do you think we should have robots? Will the robots maybe one day take over? Well, is that just movies? Is it just science fiction? Because we're seeing a lot of science fiction actually becoming real now.
What's the difference between a robot and an alien? That's another question. I honestly, for a while, I thought they were the same thing. Not like, obviously they look differently by what we think they look like, but like, I was thinking that maybe the aliens, the things that they said they were doing, I was like, it sounds like what robots kind of do. Maybe the aliens are robots with skin on them.
It's possible.
Kind of like Terminator, but
not Terminator.
Not Terminator, because it would just be like an alien, and then like they get cut, and then you see like metal wiring, and it's like, you're also a robot? It's like, no, aliens are robots.
Boom.
Where am I going with this?
I don't know.
Anyways.
So my laptop is about to die. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
And we're back with Terminator.
Men in Black.
Oh.
Men in Black. Glasses.
I thought you were going to go for Terminator.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'd be back.
I'll be black.
So, yeah. So, anyways, just ending the robot topic. I don't want one.
So, I wanted to bring this up because I saw it, and this is one of my favorite movies, and I only watched it recently, probably last year, and it's an older movie. It came out, I don't know when. But have you ever heard of Armageddon?
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys are listening, Armageddon, Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis. What's the dude that's in all the Grown Ups movies?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he's called Hound Dog in the movie. Bellucci. No.
No.
Not Bellucci. I'm gonna think about it before you come up with it. He has that weird face, but he was a firefighter.
The eyes pop out.
He helped in 9/11.
So Liv Tyler was in it. Steve Buscemi, Billy Bob Thornton, Will Patton,
Steve Buscemi,
Michael Clark Duncan. It was directed by Michael Bay.
Yep.
So this is something that I always like years later after the movie's been out and it's already been a huge hit. There's still little things that come out secrets about behind the scenes. So let me find it real quick though. So Ben Affleck came up to
Michael Bay.
Yeah, he went to Michael Bay. And he asked him, why is... So in the movie, what it is all these guys are oil drill workers.
Oil, yeah.
That's what they do. So then there's this asteroid coming towards the Earth. And they were well, these guys know how to drill into the Earth properly and all this stuff. So their plan was to teach them how to be astronauts so they could go up and then oil drill pretty much to break the rock into pieces so it's not a big ass one. So... So this is quoted. It says Ben Affleck recalls asking Michael Bay, "Why is it easier to train oil drillers to become astronauts than to train astronauts to become oil drillers?" And the only thing Michael Bay said was, "Shut the fuck up," and just walked away from it. He was Ben, just shut up, okay? This is the real plan, all right? I was you mean it's a real plan at NASA to train oil drillers? He was just shut your mouth. That's just, and I thought that was so funny because it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's and it's one of those things where it's it's a movie.
How aren't you going to teach some of the smartest people to be drillers? No.
But you're going to teach, and I'm not saying oil drillers are idiots because dude, that's a fucking scary job.
Yeah.
You have to know where to drill. You got to know how to make sure that the fucking Earth doesn't start a fire and just blow up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a scary job, but I'm just saying I think it's a little bit harder to be an astronaut than it is to be an oil driller.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes sense. Why the fuck wouldn't you why wouldn't the movie be based on? And it would be even funnier to see astronauts just stay to learn how to be an
oil drillers.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought that was something great,
dude. And it's Michael Bay's we're gonna make this movie. Shut up.
Yeah.
Nothing you say is gonna stop us. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
So I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, and then I guess something in recent, which just happened this past Sunday.
That's right.
A big boxing match.
Big boxing match. Obviously we had Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. I'm gonna tell you right now. First off the whole card, every single fight. I know Tyson. Is it Tyson Fury? Is this the little brother? I don't know. Okay, so
yeah, something Fury.
Yeah, so his younger brother obviously was on part of the card. Amazing fighter, by the way. I really want to watch more of that. I'm not even a big boxing fan, but I really want to watch that. But the whole card was exciting. There was knockouts. There was fucking people just fucking punch, just going at it, duking it out.
Really?
It was a really good card. Top of that, as soon as the beginning before the main fight with the Jake Paul fight, dude, I don't think I've ever been this nervous. I was so nervous,
really,
only because the whole time I'm thinking this is the guy that's gonna beat him. It's Tyron Woodley. He's a UFC fighter, but he's also his boxing is his main thing. Ben Askren, his main thing was obviously wrestling. So it's okay, well, maybe he doesn't have a chance. So I was yeah, of course. But then as you're in between fights, they're showing little clips of each other, their backstories and stuff. So as you watch, you're and you're seeing little clips of Jake actually working out and training. You're I was actually getting nervous. I was oh fuck, I don't know if Jake's gonna win, but I don't know if Tyron's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I was like, this might go to decision, and it was a weird feeling. And during the fight, dude, it was such a great fight. Like it had everything. Like, I mean, it was they were both like, they would answer back and forth with each other. Jake got a few hits on Tyron where he was like phased and dazed. Tyron got Jake good. Like, we hadn't seen him get knocked against the ropes and like almost get knocked out.
I saw that.
So so that was a good one. So it was like, dude, it was like huge, like emotional roller coaster. And like, so obviously, if you guys watched, no spoiler alert, it's up everywhere, but Jake obviously won, went to decision, went full 8 rounds. And like, I don't know, and I was kind of like, I wasn't even mad about it. Like, I was still like, I can't believe Tyron Woodley didn't do it. But at the same time, I was like, good for fucking Jake. Like, I don't want to say it, but I think I'm becoming a Jake Paul fan.
So let me tell you, let me ask you this. So I talked to Eric, and he gave the fight to Woodley.
Okay.
Do you give the fight to Woodley? So
I don't.
You give it to Jake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because literally, because like, as you watch the fight, obviously, like the first round would end, and it was like me and my buddy Cody, Ambrose, and Isaac. We were all watching the fight, and like, as the round would end, I'd be like, okay, he got it. And like, for the most part, like, it was pretty much Jake.
Okay.
Like, it was just, Jake was dodging some good ones. He was getting some good hits. He was connecting. And the cool thing was, like I was telling you, if you watch his first fight when he fought KSI's brother to now, day and night. Like, dude, like some of the punches on Tyron, like, you can see, like, he wasn't like closing his eyes and like just throwing fists. Like, it was slow motion. Like, he was staring where he was going to hit, and then you'd see his boxing glove connect to that spot. Like, he was looking like he was like targeting.
Accurate.
Yeah. So it was, and I'm by no means not a huge, like, I'm not like no fucking like I'm not a boxer. I've never even trained, but just like seeing him, like, just basic knowledge, like just seeing from what a person looks like when they fight, like in the street, compared to like when they actually know how to fight. Like, you can tell that. You don't have to be a scientist or a fucking boxing scientist. I don't know what the fuck they're called.
Crazy
boxing player. But yeah, so it was a great fight, and like, and then, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So I was just gonna say that I watched the last 30 seconds of the fight, and then I watched the post-fight interviews.
Okay, that was a big thing too.
What I thought was crazy was Tyron was still acting all tough, and he's like, I want a rematch. Like, I want a rematch right away. You could tell Jake Paul didn't want to say yes right away, because I feel like they have a big fight lined up next. They were just waiting for him to win.
And Tyron kind of messed up the plans.
And Tyron said, did you remember what Tyron said that he's going to do for the rematch?
The tattoo.
Yeah, dude.
But so the tattoo was always a thing. They legit like talked about it in an interview. And then like just recently, like a couple days before the fight, they had asked him about it, and he was like, that doesn't pertain to me. Like, he was like backing out of the plan or the fucking deal already. Because they had already were like, okay, if you lose, you get a tattoo, whatever. Or my name, your name, whatever. And like, so he was already like being like, nah, like that's not
like,
me.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, dude, and like and a lot of people lost respect for him because they're like, dude, like, how you gonna make a bet? We all saw you make the bet. It's a legit bet, and now you're like, no, that's not me. Like, dude, that right away, like, that's kind of fucked up. But that was the only bad thing about Tyron. But anyways, then at the end of the match, obviously, like you said, yeah, he was like pushing him, like, all right, like, I want a rematch. Like, I know damn well I won. Like, I want that rematch, and next time I'm gonna knock you out. And he's like, and then Jake told him, like, all right, get the tattoo and we'll do a rematch. He said, all right, bet. And then, like, honestly, at that point when he was like, all right, bet, and then he kept talking, he was like saying other shit. He went from, I was like, oh shit, like, he really like wants to knock this kid out, till like he's acting. I don't know. And you have to watch it. I don't know what it was, but like something in his voice or the way he started talking or acting went from like being mad to being like, I'm gonna beat you up, and then we'll have a rematch. And like, it was just like, you could see it was like coming to him as it was playing out. Like, they were like, yo, we didn't rehearse this. Like, that's what it kind of looked like. Like, we didn't rehearse like a second fight. Yeah. So I don't know. And today I'm seeing a lot of like ESPN and people are posting like that it was like a lot of fighters like it's a fucking fixed fight. It has to be.
Yeah.
And then like even a lot of Tyron Woodley's getting a lot of hate from like UFC, like the community. Like, a lot of fighters are like tweeting like, Tyron, like, we really fucking thought you could do it. Like, and then a lot of people are posting like, you know, it was set up. Like, there's no way like you lost like that. Like, a lot of people were saying like he backed like when he hit Jake, and like he went against in between the fucking ropes.
Yeah.
They said that he should have kept attacking, and he didn't. Like, he hit him and then backed up and waited till, like, he kind of came back to and then he went after him. And, like, everyone was like, dude, like, why'd you give him that time? Like, and that's was one of the main points that was like, this is a fixed fight.
Yeah, I think that's what's hard, but I think I would feel like it is fixed because of Jake Paul's new big deal with Showtime.
Yeah.
And honestly, from things that we've heard, UFC fighters don't get paid a lot.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure this was Woodley's biggest pay because they've been, I mean, Jake Paul's been putting up money to be putting up numbers for everybody else, like to be making money. So
yeah, and the hype is real.
Exactly.
Too.
And the hype is honestly real because everyone wants to see him get knocked out.
Exactly. They want to see that, and also like it doesn't make sense. That's another thing that people want to watch. Like, how is this YouTuber fighting an actual fighter and winning? Like, they want to see like the impossible be done, and like they want to see someone that's like a nobody win. But then you also like, all right, this guy's winning too much. Like, he's getting cocky. Like, beat him up. Yeah. So that's also like the other part. Like, we're waiting for like someone that can beat him. But like, that was another thing I was gonna get at. I think you were getting at. But like I said, in between each fight, they were doing little like things back and forth. So they were talking about Jake, and Jake was saying like one of his main like things that he's trying to do in like the boxing fighting community is just bring awareness. So like he was talking about like honestly, he's been bringing awareness to UFC fighters. He called out Dana White, like, how come, you don't pay your fighters what they deserve?
Yeah.
And in a way, like, that's what he's doing. Like, he's getting people like Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley that were UFC fighters, and they're probably like, this is like, so you're saying you're gonna pay me this much for one fight? Like, that's more than I made in like my whole UFC career.
And I don't have to get kicked. I don't have to be
and it's just boxing. And so like and I was like, oh, okay, so like we're missing the actual point. Like, Jake's talking shit and he's like a shit talker and he's a kid and running his mouth, but at the same time, like, he's also doing really good, like, for the sport. Like you said, he's bringing awareness. Like, maybe these UFC fighters need to get paid more. Then maybe you wouldn't have people leaving the UFC just to fight this one guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, which I don't know. So like they had a girl boxing match, and she was a fighter from Puerto Rico, and she was there because of him.
Oh, really?
Because him and his brother have been training in Puerto Rico. Yeah. So like I guess he discovered her and was like, man, like, you need to come to the States and fight. So since it was his card, his boxing, his Showtime, everything, he was like, I want her on my card. And like even her coaches were like, we're really grateful for Jake because of him, we had this opportunity, and she ended up winning. Oh, it was a great fight. Yeah, and like so like. Seeing that, like, dude, that's so cool. Like, you don't see any other fighter, like, they're all about themselves. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna make the most money. Like, no, he's like, bro, we all need to be making money. Like, we're all doing crazy shit. Like, we need to get paid more. And like, he's helping. He's making like he's I don't know. It's cool. I fucking love it.
I also saw him on Jeff's podcast, and he says that he donated his purse to the other fighters.
Oh yeah, because he thinks they deserve way more. And like, I honestly think it turned from like an experiment, like, let's see, what these fighters go through, to him like, oh shit, like, and then
they go through a lot and they don't get paid anything.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you. And like, he was probably like, I'm pretty sure he did his research, interviewed people like fighters, like, well, you got paid how much and you won and you trained for how long and you starved yourself for how long? You only drank water, like all this shit, like, you only got paid that, like, what the fuck? Like, that doesn't make no. And he's like, I'm over here making videos and I'm making more money than you. Like, someone's got to fix this. And I think that's how this started. And then it just became like, well, I can also make money and like become a famous person like off this. So I don't know, like, he got his part of it, but he's also really giving back a lot. So I don't know, man. I think I'm a Jake Paul fan.
Wow.
I know it sounds
disappointing. Okay.
It's like,
no, I mean,
it's crazy.
So I guess, I mean, I'm excited. I don't know if Woodley's rematch is gonna happen right away. I don't think so. I think they're gonna give him. I think they're gonna give him a fight, like another one, and then maybe he'll fight Woodley again. Or I think Jake Paul's gonna pull the whole fight someone else, and if you win, we'll fight.
Well, no, but so you said you watched the post. Did you see that Jake was talking about taking a break for a while?
Oh no.
Okay, so when they first, so that's another thing I forgot to get at. So when they obviously first interviewed Jake, and he's talking all this stuff, and he goes straight respectful, like, Tyron Woodley's, his mom's like the most beautiful person I've ever met, most nicest lady I've ever met. Tyron's a great fighter. I know he's putting hard work. You know, I want to thank him for coming out and putting on this big show for everyone. Like, if it wasn't for him, like I was saying all this nice stuff.
Yeah.
And then he at the end he's talking about that he's gonna he's like, I think I'm gonna hang up the gloves for a while, take a break. He's like, I've noticed, you know, as soon as I finish one fight, I'm back into training. He's like, I don't have any days off. And he's just like, I just want to have, you know, a few days or a few weeks or months to myself. So he talked about that. So I'm like, oh shit. So we're not gonna hear from him for a while. And then they went to interview Tyron Woodley, and then right away he was like, nah, fuck that. I want a rematch. Like, he had no respect.
Yeah.
He was still like, nah, fuck that. I think I won that. Like, I want a rematch. And then Jake went back to his old ways, like, fuck you, like, you don't deserve it. Like, you know, he's like, I want another shot. He's like, no, this was your shot. You fucking ruined it, you bum. Like, he was still talking shit. And then that's what I was saying. Like, it went from sincere to like, this is just part of the show now.
Yeah.
Like, now it's just, but like, I think you have a point. I think Jake's smart, and he clearly has people lined up. There's no way, like, after this, they're like, all right, let's go to the drawing board. Like, no, he's smart. He's got it planned out. Like,
he knows Woodley, who's going to fight.
I'm going to win that one. And then if I win, I'm going to get this person. Or if I lose. Dude, they're smart people. They clearly prove it.
He's got a smart team behind him as well. Like,
100%.
Yeah, so I guess just be on the lookout for Jake Paul. He's bringing boxing. He's making boxing big again, because I know they were losing a lot of numbers and a lot of people. So I guess be on the lookout for him. I never thought we would say... Dude, the same thing just happened to me with the Trulies.
Oh, God.
Got all wet thanks to liquid death.
Oh,
crazy.
Murder my throat.
But yeah, so I guess be on the lookout. Let's see who he fights next. I mean, who do you want to see him fight? Just really quick, last thing.
Conor McGregor.
Conor, okay.
Yeah.
I want to see him fight an actual boxer, so I'm just going to go big and go with Canelo.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd
be my second one.
That would be sick.
And then probably one of the Diaz brothers.
Oh, did
Top
you see
three?
that?
Yeah.
Did you see that Nate Diaz? He's like, this fight's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, he was one of the pictures that showed like talking shit about the Tyron Woodley fight. He's like, you guys are both fucking.
You guys
terrible.
are both. Yeah, you guys are both terrible. That's funny. Okay.
But, yeah.
So I guess, anyways, our last segment, which is always our favorite segment.
Yep.
Random question of the day.
Random question of the day.
So you said you had one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Should we rock, paper, scissors it? You think people like that or not?
Oh, no, because I won last time.
All right, fine. All right, so mine.
All right, I'm excited.
Okay. This is a classic would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather every time you sneeze, you shit yourself? It doesn't matter where you're at. Any single time you sneeze, shit yourself. It doesn't matter if you plug your nose. Any type of sneezing sensation, you're going to poop.
Okay.
Whether a little or a lot. Or you have Tourette's, and obviously when you have Tourette's, you curse. But instead of just cursing, like saying fucking shit and all this stuff, every time you say the N-word with the hard R in public, wherever, it doesn't matter.
Sneeze every time I shit.
Really?
No thoughts about it, dude. No.
Really?
I guess I have an excuse.
You have an excuse for both.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I have an excuse, but I think I'm still going with the sneeze every time I shit.
Really? Because I'm thinking like, if you, like, okay, but if you like, and every time you sneeze, like they're gonna be like, really, like every time you sneeze, you just shit yourself. Like, yeah, I just have like a problem. Like, what problem is that? But like, you can have Tourette's.
Yeah.
So like, it'd be like in the Joker movie, you have to carry a little sign. Like every time you say, you just hand it to them. They're like, please excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I have Tourette's. This is what I say.
If the camera dies, I'm so sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I know every time. So yeah, no, you're cool with the Tourette's?
Oh no, I'm going to shitting myself.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Dude, I'd get beat up every time.
God.
No one would want to see my card. They'd smack it out of my hand and fucking knock me out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So mine, if you can go into any scary movie and you don't know if you're going to live or die, which one would it be? Just any scary movie.
Any of the Chucky movies, I would survive.
Just Chucky movies. Okay.
I'm just thinking like of a chance that I have, and yeah, I'm gonna go with the Chucky movies. Cause like, dude, like even recently, Universal like horror, they showed like that's gonna be one of the things, and I'm like, how is that scary? Like, can you imagine just going through like a haunted house, and like it's just like little Chucky dolls? Like, it's not like big monsters. It's not like Michael Myers with like a big ass dude with like a knife, or like someone with like a chainsaw. Like, it's just a little fucking doll. So like if you put me in that movie, like I'm pretty sure like I'll just like all right, I'll just stay away from that thing. Like I'll just drive really far and like it'll take him forever to get to me. I don't know. Like
I'm just gonna go. Like okay, that's a good one. That's
I was
funny.
also trying to think on the top of the head because we don't have a lot of time for the camera. But yeah, honestly, I think Chucky.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Well, so yeah. Anyways, thanks very much. Before the camera dies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We are on Spotify, Apple, everywhere you pretty much get podcasts. Thank you to people who have been listening. We're going to go back to drinking alcohol soon, I hope. And thank you very much. Anything you want to say, Jordan?
I'm sorry I'm not drinking alcohol a lot anymore.
Yeah. We're trying to be safe.
I have to be safe. I know.
After his second DUI, he just needs to stop drinking. So
yeah. Third time's a charm.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Later.